Good day, folks. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic and feeling extremely groovy. I am doing fantastic, Ella. How are you, my dear? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. I hope you're groovier than a funk song. Hello, Tojo, Reese Scott, and Maverick. Johnny's here. Shofar Girl's here. We have 13 people here. Stin is here. Well, that's good, Stin. You enjoy yourself. Date is here. My buddy Steve is here, and Claire is here. Lauren is here. Good to see you too, buddy. Kamala's here. Melanie is here. She's making bread. It's a good thing to do on a Sunday afternoon. Make some homemade bread. I bet you have one of those bread makers, bread machines, they call them. Those are pretty awesome. You put the ingredients in, and it does all the work. Joe, an underdog. We're up to 35 people just like that. That's more like it. Happy Sunday to you too, underdog. We're going to talk about the gender war today. There's my buddy Jersey City Joe. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic and feeling mighty groovy. Sierra Mist and Dade and Robert W. Let's do it manually. Kamala and Quantum Burger. Quantum Burger. I've never eaten a Quantum Burger. I don't know what they would taste like. Yeah, I've never eaten a Quantum Burger. Not ever. Not even 1.0. Never had one of those. I did just have fish burgers. I don't think they were quantum fish burgers, though. I'm pretty sure they were physical reality fish burgers. Quite sure. Do witches hate men? Yes, most of them do indeed want to destroy and harm men. Yes, absolutely. They don't hate them in every way. They like to use them for their own pleasure. But they definitely hate them as far as, do they want anything good to happen to them? No, they want to destroy them. No, I haven't been lifting my weights yet. I bought them, but I haven't. they're holding the floor down. Yeah, that's it. They're holding the floor down. Don't want the floor to just come up all of a sudden, so you put weights on it to keep it down, right? Goodest of evenings. Same to you, Marie. I wish you the goodest one. Like a swindler. Well, that settles it. I love men. Yes, Kamala, I know you do. I know you do. Doing mine now. I'm hoping you're meaning weights when you say that. Please pray God heals my dad. He's in the ICU after a heart attack last night. Oh, no. That's terrible. For hours, I have no one else I can ask to pray. Okay. Heavenly Father, we are praying for Ash's father, who is in the ICU after a heart attack. Please, Father, reach down your divine hand and offer some healing to Ash's father, who's in the ICU. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Sorry to hear that, Ash. I hope he has a full recovery and is all good. Become a man in my 20s. Glad I got rid of those thoughts. Yeah, well, the thing is, Sierra, you can't really become a man if you're a woman. I know they say you can, but that's deception. That's a big time deception. You can become a woman with all kinds of um, massacring happen to your body and pieces cut off, but you'll never be a man, no matter what. It is not even possible. Not even possible. You are what you are. Hello, Anita. Good to see you. Very good to see you. We got 47 people who came to talk about the gender war. That's all good. I finally got my drums built. They're operational, all hooked up. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all gotta hit that like button. Ella Lydia, well done. Thank you. It's not bad. It only took me, 2.5 weeks or something like that. Not too bad. There's a little bit of procrastination going on there. Groovy time. I don't know if I can. Can I spin this around? I'd have to spin the whole thing around. Wonder if I can do that. I should be able to do that. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can give you a little demonstration. Why you no work? There we go. Whoops. Put this back. So that's a good way to get frustrations out. It's very, very fun to play drums. I can't even really describe it. If you got any frustration in you, get yourself some drums. It will solve your frustration problem really quick. Really quick. So I'm going to spend some time tonight banging away. Oh, he's addicted to video games. He doesn't want to marry you. Man, that sounds like a dead end. Sounds like a dead end. I have a tabla. Tabla is a Indian instrument. Those drums were $6.99. So the drums, the stool, and the little amp that they're going through, all together, I'm over $1,000. A little over 1,000. Right on, Mies Machine. Right on. So, the gender war. And this war goes both ways. It's something that was started by the elites. Again, it's in their best interest to have the two genders fighting with each other. So they found a way to make women really hate men, first of all. There's a lot of women out there who just completely hate men, unfortunately. And I mean, there's some women, or sorry, some men that also aren't real fond of women anymore. It's gotten out of hand, actually. The war between them is not good. So the way that they attack men is with this toxic masculinity concept, okay? They told everybody that men have this toxic masculinity. So men are not allowed to be men anymore. Men are supposed to be girly boys. And men shouldn't be girly boys. That's not how Darren 30-year-old sent me, Grandma, young man. Oh, Kamala, you got to get rid of that dude. He sounds like a total loser. He really does. Send him packing. Send him packing. Yeah, a lot of them are demon possessed for sure. Man-made agenda. We are not born thinking that way. No, that's right. That's right. But they've got everybody on this concept of toxic masculinity. Okay. So if a man is a man and he's masculine, he's supposed to feel guilty for that now. He's not allowed to be that. He's supposed to be this girly boy and have a man bun. You know, you just see them walking around with a man bun. Yeah, that's because of this whole campaign to feminize men. On top of that, see, I didn't know this was actually a real thing. I noticed here in Canada, like you'd look around and you'd look at the men and you'd be like, how come they're all feminine? What's up with this? Where did these feminine men come from? I couldn't believe it. Like they're even like the way they hold their hands and stuff, and it's like they're not acting like men at all. It's unbelievable. It's like, how did they make this happen? Well, they did it through. I'm going to give you as a warning: do not eat any of that fake lab-grown stuff. Do not eat fake chicken or like veggie chicken or veggie hot dogs or veggie bacon or any of that stuff. They put atrazine in it. Okay, it's atrazine. It's like Alex Jones, make the frogs gay. Make the frogs gay. That's what I'm talking about. It's called atrazine. And it actually does make the frogs gay. Okay, it actually does. Alex Jones made everybody laugh, but he was onto something. He was telling the truth. They put atrazine in all that stuff. So you end up with gay frogs, is what happens. You end up with gay frogs. Yes, that meat that don't eat any of that stuff. He's trying to turn you into a girly boy. So I didn't know this was real. And I met this dude a few years ago. He actually was when I had my buy and sell business. He came over and he bought some items. And he was a nice guy. He was a university student. He's about 22 years old. And he played guitar, so he saw my guitar here, and he was interested in that, and we got chatting. So we exchanged emails, and we started talking even after he left here. So I did notice he was really feminine. Like he looked like somebody that something happened to him. Like it just didn't seem right. And one day he confided in me. He's like, dude, I ate so much of that fake meat. He's like, it turned me into half into a woman. He's like, and I didn't know what was going on, so I kept eating it. And my doctor told me, he's like, man, are you eating that fake meat stuff? And I said, yeah, why? The doctor said, stop eating it right away. We got to do this treatment on you and turn you back into a man. The doctor that he had was a good doctor and actually knew about it. So then he had to go on treatment for a long time to re-masculinize him. So then I saw him a little while later. Well, I didn't see him. He sent me a picture a while later, and he was looking like a man again. It was like, wow. So be careful of that fake food, that fake meat. No, toxic masculinity is a fake concept, Tiffany, that doesn't really exist. Men can be jerks like you're describing, yes. But it's not masculinity that's toxic. Okay, masculinity is the natural state of a man. We're supposed to be masculine. Calling it toxic masculinity, it comes from the elites who want women to hate men. That's where they come up with that. There's nothing toxic about masculinity. Men can be jerks, okay? They can be a jerk. I agree. They can think they can control and dominate a woman, use their physical strength to be a jerk. Nobody would argue that. That can happen. But it's not the fact that they're masculine that makes that happen. It's the fact that they're a jerk. You can't blame it on masculinity, is my point. Men are supposed to be masculine. They just are. Well, it should go bankrupt because everybody knows what I'm talking about. They even call these feminine guys, they call them soy boys because it's all the soy they eat. That's got atrazine in it too. We had such peace when you weren't here, and peace we shall have again. Peace we shall have again. So there. I wish more are God-fearing and masculine. Yes, that would be nice, but there's not too many. Not right now, anyway. It's till we get the atrazine problem taken care of. Yeah, I just put him in a timeout. I didn't boot him permanently. He'll probably be back. He can't stay away. He wants to come here and torture us all the time. Peace out. Yep. He's just in a timeout. I didn't boot him for good. I don't know if anybody owes an old channel an apology. He owes the whole chat an apology for many of the things he said. He's insulted Christian women. He's insulted almost everybody. He's insulted me many, many times. He's got a chip on his shoulder and he's depressed and he takes it out on other people. It's unfortunate that he does that, but he does. So, good evening, Backup One. Nice to see you. Yeah, that's fine, Kirsty. I know you're a good person. I know you are. I know what you're like. Yeah, he's got problems. He's got problems. No doubt about that. So, beware of atrazine, everybody. Beware of the atrazine. Now, that's how they've attacked men, okay? And then they've told the women that men have had it good for so long that it's been a man's world, right? Just like James Brown said, it's a man's world. So now they were told it's the women's turn. The men have been able to sow their wild oats all they want, and they get praised for it. They've been able to explore their sexuality. Well, now, ladies, it's time for you to have a turn. Now you're to go out there and have a good time, and nobody is going to say anything to you now. It is a revolution. It's a sexual revolution for the women. Go out and be tramps. Be trampy as you want, and nobody will say anything to you anymore. It's now going to be celebrated. The more of a tramp you can be, the better. And what do you know? They jumped all over that. They jumped all over that. So we got, yep, it's revolutional. It's revolutional, all right. It's destroyed women. It's completely destroyed women. So it hasn't helped them at all. A lot of them have a bunch of abortions under their belt now that they would rather not have. Or some of them have become single mothers because they didn't get abortions. So now they're single mothers from going out and being a tramp. And things are not good for them. They've messed up, and a lot of them know it. Extreme promiscuity, some of them. Some of them have been, oh man, they're tramping it up like crazy. I've met them. I've seen it happen. It's like, and there's all these channels now where guys will go to the street and interview the girls and ask them the most inappropriate questions about their sexuality. And these girls are standing on the street right into the camera saying the most disgusting things possible. It's unbelievable, right? Daniel, there's a topic that we're talking about here, so you have to stick to the topic. So, yes, happy and well, very much. Very much. With my drums built, operational, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. So, this is also an attack on women, even though the women think they're getting a special treat here, that they're going to get to go out and sow their wild oats now. That's actually, from the elites, that's an attack on them. The elites know that's not going to work out for them. So that's their way of attacking women. Then it gets even worse. Now, this one really shows how ridiculous the world has become. Excuse me. I'm not a fan of sports, okay? Not professional sports. But this also affects children's sports, okay? And teen sports. Now we got these trans people who are still biologically what they always were, allowed to say they're the opposite gender and compete with that gender, which has resulted in some very creepy, disgusting PDF file kind of stuff. In Canada, we have a news organization called Rebel News, and David Menzies, one of the reporters that works for Rebel News, he followed this dude who's 50 years old and identifies, get this now, he doesn't just identify as a woman, he identifies as a 13-year-old girl. So therefore, he's allowed to compete on the swim team with 13-year-old girls. I'm not kidding you. Not kidding you a bit. That's exactly right, Peyton. That's exactly right. And David Menzies literally followed this guy to the swim meets and everything and interviewed the people like who were responsible for letting him do this. He was allowed in the change rooms, in the showers with them and everything, with the teen girls. Okay? World's gone mad is right. I mean, whoa. Whoa. And where are the fathers of these teen girls? Where are the fathers of these teen girls? I mean, I'd be in there and that dude would not get anywhere near my daughter. Not a chance. Not a chance. Right? And nobody was stopping this guy at all. Nobody was stopping him. They were going after David Menzies for exposing it. The security guards, the people organizing the swim meet, all of them. And this is just one instance, okay? It's all kinds of these things have happened. Again, this whole thing, letting men say they're women and compete on women's teams is an attack on women, on girls. Well, that one is totally true, Anne Veronica. And it's not that they have fake stories. They do weird things, but everything they do is legit. They don't lie. Rebel News is legit. And this one definitely is legit because I know of this for sure. Everybody knows about this guy. Forget his name now, but he's here in Ontario. It's in the province that I live in that this is going on. Okay, it's disgusting. It's completely disgusting. Yes, against anything good. It's an attack against anything good. It's like the scripture says, woe to those who, call good bad, bad good, all that stuff. Unbelievable. So we have an attack on women and an attack on men. Okay, as I saw that report, yep, that one was shocking to me. I just couldn't believe that the people were letting this guy do this. You're going to let a guy in his 50s go into that shower and change room, and he called himself Melanie or Melody. I think it was Melody. He called himself. That was his female name. Unreal. Totally unreal. And David Menzies chased him, man. He chased him out through the parking lot and chased him right to why are you showering with young girls? It was hilarious. See him go. So, yeah, I'm not going to change the subject today. I'm going to stick to the topic, okay? We're doing a topic. We're sticking to that topic. If you want to ask questions, I do lots of live streams where I don't really have a topic and we just talk about whatever. You'll have to ask me then. We're talking about the gender war. So the story that I tell about something that happened to me, the last time I was in a bar, I went with one of my friends, someone I used to hang out with, I don't anymore, and we were in this bar, and he was a little ways away from me, and I was just standing there watching the band. And this girl at the bar, sitting at the bar, she's waving to me, getting my attention, and then she does this. She calls me over. And I went to walk over to her to see what she wanted. And when I got about 3 feet away from her, she's like, don't come any closer. I hate men. But you just asked me to come over there to talk to you. That's close enough. Stay back. I'm like, okay, no, I see what you're doing. You called me over so you can cause a scene and everybody will think I'm harassing you or something. I get it. Okay. I'm going this way. No, come here. I want to talk to you. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Just looking to cause a scene and make it look like I'm the one instigating it, even though she's the one that invited me over to talk. So this is the kind of stuff that's going on with the feminists. Okay, the feminists. The feminists are the enemies of everybody. Feminists are not friends to anybody. They are trying to destroy everything good in this world. And there's already not much good in this world. They're trying to destroy the last of it. Yes, and now they can identify as animals. They can somehow they can be they them. So I guess they're more than one person. I'm not really sure what that's about. My pronouns are they them. So I guess there's two of them or something. I don't know. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I. It must be that sort of situation. Oregon lesbian governor. Years of demons have destroyed my state. Yep. Yes, David Rockefeller was responsible for the feminism movement. He masterminded that. Totally. Masterminded and funded it. So it's a gender war both ways, folks. It's both ways. Sound like they have a legion within. Yeah, they probably did. They probably do. That's probably what it is. Yes, David Rockefeller. He's dead now. But when he was alive, he was the one who masterminded the feminist movement. A good idea. What's the good idea, Nick the Cat Whisperer? None of it was a good idea. It was all an evil idea from the elites. None of it was a good idea. Yes, but David Rockefeller was the one doing the feminist thing. George Soros has an open society, it's called. He funds Black Lives Matter and all the communist movements. Why did he start it? They're trying to destroy society, John. They're trying to destroy everything. They're destructive. They just want to wreck everything, tear it all down, rebuild it the way they want it. And they don't want families. They don't want people having kids. They don't want anything Christian, period. A fish needs a bicycle. Like, you mean a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle? Probably go the other way there, Athena, but I understand your point. Who, in fact, is they? When I'm talking about they, I'm talking about the elites, Stin, the ones who rule the world. That's who they always is. Solve et coagula. Let's explain what that is. No Smiles just brought up a very good term there. I did a video on this one time. Solve et coagula. That's what they follow. That's the New World Order mission statement. So, what it means, the solve part is to dissolve, get rid of everything that exists. And coagula kind of means like coagulate, like blood. That's the restructuring of everything the way they want it. So it's basically destroy and rebuild. Okay, salve et coagula. Yes, they are Satanists, then, yes. Oh, excuse me. Well, the kind of demons that cause homosexuality and transgenderism. What do you mean, what kind of demons? It's the kind that do that. You just answered your own question. My thoughts on Christian nationalism. That is a thing they're trying to get everybody scared of. It's the same as the gender war. It's the same thing. They're just trying to demonize everybody, make everybody look bad. Somebody else just wrote it in the chat, Bobby. It was right there on the screen. It just went by. Infiltration and separation. Baal is not a demon. Baal is one of the false gods, so he's probably one of the fallen angels. Leviathan is a big creature under the sea that, yes, his I don't know which one does it, Tiffany. Some demon, I don't know. They say Asmodeus is the one that causes people to be gay. They say his name is Asmodeus. So I don't know. I don't know all the names of the demons. I don't know much about that at all. I just know that demons are responsible for all these things that happen. There's a spirit of confusion, absolutely. Which is great. Good luck with your fast if you do. Well, it'd be nice to know their names because then you can command them. You have control over them if you know their names. Right on, Ella. Yes, drums were. As soon as I sat behind the drums, I knew I was meant to be a drummer. It was instant how much I loved it. And I could play them pretty much right away. I didn't really have to learn. It was like guitar. I just kind of knew how to do it. I actually prefer drums over guitar now. That would be my favorite instrument. I'd love to try being a drummer in a band. Can I do it again? It's drums and singing. Right on. See, I don't know if I'd be able to play a song. I think it would work. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Whoops. Okay, tell me if you guys can actually hear this. So you couldn't hear that? Wow. Okay, I figured it might be like that. I don't understand what it is. That's like loud music in the room. Underdog, you could hear it? It's this microphone. I don't understand how this microphone works when it comes to that stuff. Wow. Wonder if I cranked up the audio. One sec. That's why, because it turned right down. That's so annoying. See if you can hear it now. That's very strange why the mic doesn't pick up music like that. It's very bizarre because it's louder than my voice would be. It's like the speaker's right here. It's right in front of my face. So I don't understand why it does that. This mic will not pick up music for some reason. It's very strange. Don't know. Thinking of learning to drum for a living. Playing drums and singing is something most people can't do. I, for some reason, can. I'm not sure why I was able to do. Most drummers won't sing. It's very hard to sing and play drums at the same time, and I didn't have any trouble doing it for some reason. But ask a drummer how hard it is to sing and play drums, and they'll tell you it's really, really hard. Really hard. It's weird. Something about this mic. I think there's different settings or something. If I knew how to get into the settings, but I don't. That's Keith Moon. Well, we'll have to wait till we get to heaven if he's there. Actually, he's probably not. Got my doubts he is. Yeah, no, a lot of people will that play drums will not sing at all. Picks up on one side. Yeah, might be. Don't know. Yeah, Don Henley could do it, and Phil Collins did it too. And Karen Carpenter, yep. Karen Carpenter did too. Yeah, it's pretty rare to see a drummer singing. And there are only two genders. This is completely true. Actually, okay, no. There are actually three. Because we have hermaphrodites are a real thing. Hermaphrodites are a real thing. Animal from the Muppet Show, yeah. So some people are born hermaphrodites, and that is a third gender. I think it's just sort of an accident or something. I don't know what it is, but it does happen. I would say yes. Awaken to truth, yes. I would say for sure. Good afternoon, Jag. Yes, hermaphrodites have both. Yes, but they still have equipment. It's not that they don't have it; they just don't use it that way. But hermaphrodites are born with both. Okay, it's I guess, a mistake. It's not supposed to happen. I'm not sure why it does. I don't know. Don't know. Only God knows that. So I would say there are three. There are three genders. Yes. Yes. The name for it is a hermaphrodite. And obviously, some of the small g gods, let's remember there's one called Aphrodite. Okay? And just put an H in front of that, and what do you got? Okay? Put an H in front of Aphrodite, and guess what you got? No, exactly. Well, I don't care what they prefer to call themselves. The actual word for it is they're hermaphrodites. That's the word. That's the word that's always existed. Even in ancient times, that's the word. So they can give themselves a new name. That's what they want to do with everything, is call themselves something different. That's how we got people going, my pronouns are they and them. It's ridiculous stuff. They want to make up their own little labels, yes. But they're hermaphrodites. That's what they are. That's the word for it. And we're not in the business of being politically correct here. Okay, we speak truth. We're not in the business of political correctness at all. Period. Well, I said I don't know why people are born that way. I don't know what the reason is. I have no idea. Yep, they're identifying as cats. They literally are. They're identifying as dogs, giraffes, birds, you name it. Well, I speak the English language. People can consider words rude. Doesn't make it so. I mean, if it's the word, it's the word, right? So I just use whatever word means exactly that. And I do not speak elite garbage. When they come up with their non-offensive, politically correct words, I make positive sure I don't use them. Okay, I'm not using their garbage words ever, ever, and I recommend you don't either. Speak the English language, not the trash that they come up with. That political correctness is garbage. You don't really have to say anything to her. It's her choice, and that's what she's doing. So what can you say? Yep, just walk away. That's correct. That's correct. They're mentally ill, but they're not even really mentally ill. Society has given them this fantasy they can live out if they feel like it. They're not really mentally ill. They're just really immature, right? And they're just immature. And they want to do something. It's fun. It's enjoyable to them. So whatever. I mean, a grown person pretending they're a dog or a cat, it does make a person just roll their eyes, right? They're given the platform, exactly. The elites are laughing at them, okay? The people that come up with this stuff, the ones who are doing it, who pretend they're dogs and cats, think that the elites support them. They don't. They're laughing their heads off at them. Like, can you believe we got people pretending they're animals? Like, they get worse every day, guys. Look at them. They're pretending they're cats and dogs. Like, they're clinking their champagne together and they're like, what should we do to them next? What can we do next, guys? What do you think? Somebody got an idea? What would be the next thing we do? Oh, yeah. And the ones doing it, they think that the elites are supporting them and agree with them. They're laughing their heads off, at them. Oh, they sure did. They sure did. And the gender war is part of it. Okay, that's women's lib, they used to call it. They call it the feminist movement now. The ones who started it, they hate women. They really. David Rockefeller was one of the most misogynistic, evil men. He's the epitome of someone with, if there's any such thing as toxic masculinity, David Rockefeller had it. Okay. So he's also a real egomaniac. Like, he would destroy people just because he could, just to prove how big and bad he was. They hate the common people and they enjoy destroying us. They love it. They completely love it. Yes. He took over the medical profession. So all the big pharma and everything that's going on, he's the one that designed the system in the first place. It's all because of him. They're elites, Stin, because they own all the money. They have billions and billions and billions of dollars. They live in the side of mountains. They're quite elite, as a matter of fact. They're quite elite. The word elite means stinking rich. It means stinking rich. They're so rich, it's not even, I mean, it's just ridiculous how much money they have. Yes, we are the elect. The elect are the ones who know the truth about stuff. They're elite because they have all the money. Yep, that's right. That is right, Kamala. That's exactly what they do. You're correct. One giant social experiment. Right. It's that. Well, so everybody should read. There's a book everyone should read to understand what's going on. Okay? I don't need billions of dollars, Stin. I would never accept billions of dollars. I wouldn't want it. I want enough to be comfortable and buy hoodies when I want one. That's it. I don't need billions of dollars. I can afford my drums and I get 10 hoodies. I'm happy. That's the extent of what I want for money. These people have more money. I mean, they buy countries, they buy islands. They don't. They're not like us, where we think, have I got money to buy that new set of drums or that new guitar? No, they literally have. I got money to buy New Zealand. You know, yeah, it's just the extreme amount of money gives them the opportunity to do that. Psycho-cybernetics. Sounds interesting. Ryan, I'm feeling groovy too. They do start world wars for fun, and they fund both sides. Yes, they attend Bohemian Grove. Absolutely. Tiffany, will you get off of this topic of the words that people use? No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't say anything in front of the kids. I would pretend they were completely like everybody else, as a matter of fact. I've worked with kids like that. So be careful what you accuse me of. Be careful what you accuse me of. I've worked with those kids, okay? And I had one in my family too. So you got to be careful what you're accusing me of. I'm well aware that to them, you don't say words like that. You don't say anything. You pretend there's not a thing wrong with them. You treat them exactly like everybody else, is what you do. But if I'm discussing it with someone else, not to those kids, then whatever word means it is what I'll use. Okay? I don't offend people like that. I never have. I have great respect for people who are, whatever word you want to use, mentally challenged, whatever. Right? They used to call kids with Down syndrome mongoloids. That's a word that offends everybody. So you can't say that word. But do not accuse me of being insensitive to people like that, because I am definitely not. I've probably got more experience with kids like that than anybody in the chat, as a matter of fact. Absolutely. I don't do political correctness, period. I don't do it. I never will. Agreed, Mellow Fresh. Agreed. It's people pleasing. Like we always talk about here, people pleasing. Okay, political correctness is people pleasing. I don't do it. I don't do it. When I'm dealing with somebody who has some sort of condition like that, I don't even acknowledge that they have that. I just treat them like everybody else. Okay, I've been around blind people, deaf people, people with cerebral palsy, you name it. I've been around them, tons and tons of them. So, and they're always drawn to me because they know I don't treat them any different. I treat them like everybody else. And that's what everyone should do. They just want to be treated like everyone else. Well, I understand what you're saying there, Joe, but I mean, let's acknowledge there's a big difference with Colin. My point is to tell me that I'm being insensitive about that with all the experience I have with those people is not correct. Okay, I have a lot of experience with those people. That's all I meant. So if you guys are looking for a fight, I can put you guys in timeout too because I don't want to fight with anybody. Get over it. There are three genders, Ryan. We just went over that. There's hermaphrodites as well. We have to recognize hermaphrodites. So I don't know why hermaphrodites happen, but people are literally born that way. So I don't even know where I was now. The book reference. Was I talking about a book? I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Yep, God made them that way for some reason. Exactly. I have no idea why. Don't know. Can't answer that one. Can't answer that one. Oh, what book was I about to recommend? I honestly don't remember. Oh, yes, 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 yes. A book that everybody should read. Sorry. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Everybody should read Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. That will explain a whole lot of what's going on. Okay, you'll have a better understanding of it. So, right now, you're hearing words like delta and beta and sigma. Read Brave New World, you'll understand why. There are things called sound machines that people are putting in with their babies so they hear all these sounds and stuff while they're sleeping. Read Brave New World, you'll understand why. Children are being sexualized. Read Brave New World, you'll understand why. Okay, all these things that are happening, read Brave New World, and you will understand why. It's not the opposite of 1984. It's the same idea in a much kinder way. Okay, it's the less brutal of the two methods. Aldous Huxley was the teacher, and George Orwell was the student. Okay, so George Orwell thought it was going to be jackboots on your face kind of thing. Aldous Huxley said, no, we're going to use more of a technocratic approach to it. We're still going to get everybody to be enslaved, but they're going to welcome it, and we're going to do it slowly, and they're going to do it willingly. They're going to welcome their what do you say? Welcome their servitude. They will welcome their servitude. La 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 Lola. Hello, Lola. Turned out they are using both methods. Exactly. They are using both. Okay, it's somewhere in the middle is where we're at. So if you read Brave New World, though, I'd say we're going more that way than the other way. Aldous Huxley was the teacher and Orwell was the student. So Orwell was a bit arrogant and thought he knew best, but Aldous Huxley was actually a pretty brilliant guy. Excuse me. So, yeah, can't really help it when I see somebody named Lola. That just pops in my head instantly. So Brave New World will explain a whole lot of what's going on. Okay, a whole lot. Stephen, if you're in line with God and being obedient, the witchcraft won't do anything to you. Yes, that interview with Mike Wallace is very good. Absolutely. That's from 1967 or something like that, I think. Yes, Noval Harari did say that, or Yuval Harari, however you say his name. He did indeed say that. So that is a book I would recommend. I mean, 1984 is good to read too, because, there is an aspect of that happening too, but it's probably closer to Brave New World. And Brave New World talks more about the technocratic aspect, okay? Like those sound machines, the ways they sneak things in. It's not just brutal, like, brute force. The technocrats are sneaky. They do things slowly and ease them in, and people don't even know what's hit them. Four p.m. So, yes, subliminal messaging. You'll find that in those, what is it called? Hatch sound machines. That's exactly what they're doing. In Brave New World, the same thing. And Joe Biden one time, talking into the mic, half out of it, not knowing where he was even, says, and everybody make sure you got the record player playing for your kids when they go to sleep at night. Joe Biden stammering and stuttering about that one night. And everybody's like, what is he talking about? I clued him right away. That's from Brave New World. He knows that that's what they're doing. He had just enough of a brain left to grasp onto some of those things, and then he'd get on the mic and he'd just start spilling the beans. Yes, that ad for Hatch, they're doing Tarot and everything. Yes, get rid of that sound machine. Absolutely. Get rid of that. Totally. Faint music that constantly harasses me. I don't know, Stephen. Anyway, folks, I have to go because I have to go to the store and get back here for a 4 o'clock appointment. So I will see you all in a little while for my 8 o'clock live stream. We'll see you then. So remember that Jesus Christ is the way. Oh, you may have to reschedule. Okay, well, send me an email, Daniel. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.